between the shelves. English teacher detective Simon Sharkisle usually teaches at Seaside Academy, but whenever a mystery surfaces, people ask for his help. The Metropolitan Library's legal reference wing was quiet that afternoon, until a crash of metal and paper broke the silence. A tall bookshelf fell. Dozens of volumes scattered across the floor. A woman lay unconscious beneath them. An ambulance was called, and the police soon arrived. The lower anchor brackets on the fallen unit looked slightly bent, as if they were old. "It looks like a simple accident," one officer muttered. "These shelves are top-heavy." A small sign at the aisle entrance read, "Do not lean on shelves." Grace Yoshiko wasn't convinced. She called Simon Sharkisle. "Simon," she said over the phone, "we've got 4 witness statements. I'd like your take." Simon was silent for a moment. "Read them to me," Grace began. "Mr. Kondo, I was browsing nearby in the government publications section. When I heard the crash, I turned around and saw the shelf on the ground. I think I saw someone's hand reaching toward the middle just before it fell, but it was all a blur. I remember a woman in a dark gray coat had just walked into that aisle. A lanyard flashed at her collar as she turned, but I didn't really see her face. Ms. Fujimori. I was walking along the opposite aisle with a cart of children's books. A maintenance trolley had just rattled past toward periodicals. I caught a glimpse of someone near the end of the row. It looked like they were adjusting or maybe pushing one of the taller shelves. The crash came just a moment later. I turned back, but by then people were already shouting, and whoever I saw was gone." Mr. Tashiro. "I heard the crash behind me and turned around. By then the shelf had already fallen. The injured woman was lying on the floor, and next to her head was the Encyclopedia of Modern Japan, the one with the red cover. Maybe that's what hit her. This is my first time visiting this library. I just happened to be in the passageway. I hadn't even looked into that aisle before the crash. But that book, I think it was in the center of the shelf, wasn't it?" Ms. Enze. "There was a loud noise and people started shouting. I was at the far end, near the exit, and instinctively ducked behind a book cart. I couldn't see much with all the commotion, but someone yelled something like, 'The shelf moved before it fell.' The acoustics in that wing throw voices around. I honestly can't say if that's true. It took but a second for the shelf to fall," one witness had said. Grace paused. "So? Anything jump out?" Simon spoke quietly. "You were right, Grace. It wasn't an accident, it was deliberate."
Have you solved the mystery? Do you know the answer? Submit your answer at the site below. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the link in the video description to send it in. Outstanding answers will be featured in the comments section of future videos. See you next time for another mystery.